Hello, hello. I'm a few minutes early, so we'll just wait for some more people to join us. And as you're joining us, make sure your chat's turned on and say hello and let me know who's watching with me. Hello, Mary. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Like I was saying, I'm a little early because I just wanted to make sure that everything worked out since this will be our first YouTube live for Technique Talk. I will label it Technique Talk with the date. So this one says Technique Talk September 20th, 2022. That's how it will be cataloged and saved on our YouTube channel. I will also share a link to this on our Facebook page. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. I don't know if you get a notification when someone goes live on YouTube automatically, or if you need to turn that function on. So as you're joining, say hello. Have that reflection of my lamp in there, so I always like to put something in the corner to cover that up. Is it raining at your house, Mary? It's so weird. The number goes up and then it goes down. So as you're joining us, hey Maureen, say hello. Make sure your chat is turned on so you can talk to us. Yeah, it's been thundering and lightning here, and we did get some rain, but it hasn't been like a downpour or anything. But my weather keeps saying rain on and off, rain on and off. So a couple more minutes. Hopefully some people will be able to find us and join us. Otherwise, we'll just get started. We are going to talk again about the Distress watercolor pencils and test out the YouTube format here. I'm gonna see if I can post on our Facebook page that we're live. How about that? While we're waiting. All right, let's see. Okay, so again, as you're coming on, say hello so I know who's joining and who actually found us over here on YouTube. I know it'll probably take a couple of tries. Did you notice how clean my mat is over here? I got a new one. So shiny. Okay, so we are going to talk about the Distress watercolor pencils, like I said, and this time I wanted to show how nicely, sorry, can you hear that thunder? How nicely they color over a background. So this is a Distress ink background, and I think it is Speckled Egg, both of these tags. And I stamped one of the Tim Holtz blueprint stamps when there was all the sea life. So these are some seahorses, and this one I colored with the pencils, and I really didn't use any water. So the only place that I used water was to blend this blue in along the edge, and that's peacock feathers. So you can kind of see how nicely all the colors still show up over a colored background. Even antique linen, that beigey color under there is the antique linen, and then the browns are the frayed burlap, vintage photo, and then I used a little bit of, hey Renee, I used a little bit of Kitsch Flamingo, you can barely see that, and peacock feathers. So I just wanted to show you that as you're using your pencils, you don't have to, sorry for the reach, blend them with water. You can just put some color on here and color that in, and that is vintage photo, so you can see that that really shows up. But if you look at this is the antique linen, which is a very light color, but you can see how you can really see that over top of the speckled egg background. So it works really nicely. I think I'm gonna have to just throw all of these pencils in one bin like Tim keeps starting to do, because checking in three baskets or containers isn't really very convenient. So you can see, you could just take one of your middle colors and very randomly just color that in, lay some color down, and then you can do your highlighting. Now this is again the vintage photo, but that is just how nicely those colors, like I said, they show up over a colored background. This is pumice stone, which is also another light color. You can see, let me blend it a little with the antique linen, and then I will show you that that is the pumice stone over the speckled egg too, so it really does show up quite nicely. This is, here, this is another lighter color. This is Tattered Rose. We'll do the belly of this guy with some Tattered Rose accents here. We'll mix that with our pumice stone. Oh, that's hickory smoke. That's not even pumice stone. What? I clearly am not putting these back the way that they go. Where's my pumice stone? All right, we'll use antique linen. And if you wanted to do the accent like I did on that other one with a very contrasty color, that's when I would use some water. So let's say we took some spiced marmalade and just kind of outlined the little arch. To blend that in, you can just take your water brush and just blend that out. All right. So these pencils, with water or without, work really nicely over an inked background. Now there was something else that Tim was doing that I thought would be interesting. So I used my Misty to stamp this image, and I tucked it as far into the corner as I could because when I take this out, I want to try to be able to put it back into the same spot. Hey Janice. Hey McKenna. I wanted to put it back into the same spot so that if I needed to, I could stamp over it, which lets you be a little bit more relaxed about the way you color. Not that I need to be any more relaxed about the way I color, but if you just colored in sections, and this is the Spice Marmalade just because I had it out. We'll blend that with some water. And you might cover up your stamped portion, you know, the black ink, so that it isn't as clear after you get done coloring. And what he was doing was going back in and re-stamping over it to give it that stamped definition again. So let's do that here. So then you could also see how the ink that you're going to stamp with, say archival, or I always have my Lawn Fawn jet black ink out because I want to be able to, you know, Copic color with it with alcohol markers, will go right over the colored pencils as well. So I'm kind of just coloring this whole area in, going right over the stamped part as well. And then we'll blend that, and you can see how it kind of makes your stamped image a little duller. I'll hold it up in just a second. I'm not going to color the whole thing, but I am going to stamp over that. See if we can get, we don't get a double image, but so that you can see how stamping over it again will make you have a nice crisp stamped image. All right, one more color. One more. Color this. And you can see I'm so very careful about the way that I the markers don't smear the pencil. What do you mean the markers? Mary. Mary's asking about the markers don't smear the pencil. Do you mean the ink? I'm not sure what you're asking. Sorry. Do you mean the water? I'll stop guessing and wait for you to let me know. I get so focused on coloring, I forgot to look at the comments. So, all right, so this is Mermaid Lagoon. All right, and I'm just gonna let that dry for a second, but you can see when you look at this, what was that? That was Picked Raspberry. When I colored, it kind of made the stamp, the ink, a little dull from where we stamped it. So what I am going to do then is try to get this in the exact same spot, which is the benefit of a stamp platform, right? So I'm tucking it really tightly in the corner, which is what I did before. Putting my magnet down. Let's see how it goes. Oh, Mary, I was saying that this is the ink I use if I was coloring with Copic, so I always just use this black ink. Sorry if that was confusing. So archival or any kind of permanent black ink that you can do wet mediums with. All right, here's the moment of truth, ladies. Some pressure on there. I don't know where my stamping assistant is. Voila, I did it, it's a miracle. But look at how then you've got that really crisp black ink over what you colored. So it really allows you to keep all of your details. Isn't that gorgeous? And it was just clearly a miracle that I got that to line up perfectly. So that is another way that you can use your Distress watercolor pencils, which at this very moment in time seem to be my favorite coloring medium, but because I really like the watercolor look too. So I think that, and I'll post a picture of it after this video, but I'm going to go in and color the rest of that and then try stamping over it again to see if I can get it another time to line up. But these markers, because they're all pigment, just really color nicely over different colors. Anybody have any questions? Hey Marianne, glad you joined us. I am going to post a link on our Facebook page also for this YouTube video, so you will be able to clink. I wonder if I have a drink on my mind. You will be able to click on it and watch the replay. So, but I appreciate you popping over. We're just about done unless anybody has any questions. No? No questions? It seems like we didn't have any technical difficulties over here on YouTube, so this will be a good place to continue to do our lives. I'm excited about it. All right, well, we did get a couple more of set 2 and 3 in the store. I'm not sure if we have any left. And then if you're looking for set 1 of the pencils, which is this one, let me put the picked raspberry in so you can see what all the colors are. Get yourself on the wish list for it, because this one is the one that is on back order. And I have a feeling that as soon as they come in, they're going to fly out very quickly. So if you want that set, make sure you get yourself on the wish list so that we can put one aside for you. All of these papers are the Distress. This is the mixed media heavy stock, and then these are the mixed media tags too in the heavy stock. So all of the papers that take wet mediums really nicely and are smooth for blending. So of course we've got all that in the store as well. All right, so if nobody has any questions, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And you know, it's Technique Talk Tuesday, but it is also Taco Tuesday. So if you're having dinner, I hope it's tacos. I did not have tacos. I had quiche. But enjoy the rest of your evening, and don't forget, we are going to be live Saturday and with all of the new product that's in the store and a bunch of fun things to talk about. We've put several new events and classes on the calendar. We just posted a flyer for October events coming up, so make sure you take a look at that. We've got a lot of really fun things coming up for October. We are going to keep you all busy. All right, well, thank you again, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you at the store soon.